Holy smokes! I can't believe it. I mean, I got a million questions. I've got a million. I can't believe it. And it just, and you think about, from Goldfinger when he's spying on with a spyglass with a hottie girl in the hotel room and stuff on the cards he's playing, and then we find out the stuff they're doing for the fake gambling card shark.
Okay.
Oh my God!
I understand spending time and effort about the NBA thing because you can't have professional leagues on that level.
Yeah.
Fixed.
Good Lord.
And have gamblers.
Hall
you
of
can't
Famers,
have
coaches.
Pete Rose. But this whole thing about the private games, that is a massive waste of taxpayer money. I don't give a damn who loses their money at those games. That's buyer beware. You go in there and play these games, you got to think that something's not on the up and up. And if they steal your money, they steal your money. I don't care. It's none of my business. It's none of your business. It's not the federal government's business that's happening.
Well, the only problem is, unless, if the mob is still operating and they are extorting people and threatening people and killing people who don't pay their debts, that's crime.
Well, don't do the illegal underground huge poker games then.
Okay, well,
you're breaking the law yourself.
Well, okay,
I'm supposed to feel sorry for them.
I don't think anybody gives a damn. Your basic comment was, if you and your buddies get together on Thursday nights and play poker for $100, who gives a crap? On the other hand, if you are part of a scheme where you're roping people in and fixing games to steal their money, that's a crime.
I don't care.
Oh, okay.
It's a waste of federal. It's a waste of federal taxpayer money to go after that when everything else is going on in this country.
I don't think that's a federal crime. I think if you're, if there's some neighborhood group that's extorting money out of you playing your neighborhood games, I don't think that's a federal crime. That's
No.
Yeah.
But
I got a million questions about this. First of all, there are more than, and we'll get to the specifics of it here shortly, but there are more than 30 people arrested. We'll talk about the big shots in the NBA and so forth, too. But there are also, dozens of other people who are part of this scheme, including people who made it possible for these guys in the poker games to get cheated. And so they're being arrested. Now, here's my question. How long do you think it's going to take for some low-level stooge involved in one of these fake poker games who's going to want to go to prison to keep secrets of who else might be doing something involved with something? You know what I mean? I'll bet you, unless you're so afraid of the mob, that there are going to be a lot of underlings who are going to say, go state's evidence or spill what they know for a lighter sentence. If they've arrested 30 people, can you imagine how many other things like this are going on in other sports? Horse racing? Who knows? Hockey game? Who knows? Any sports franchise, enterprise is susceptible.
Well, I've been saying for years that this proliferation of everybody liking to bet now, ordinary people, no problem.
Yeah.
Always have bets, still can do it, no problem.
Playing the lottery is a gamble, yeah.
But it's gotten so where the professional and college sports have gotten ingrained with it.
Yeah.
It was just a matter of time
that
a major scandal erupted over this for them betting on their own games or betting on their own sport or their own league. Just a matter of time, and here we are.
Yeah. Well, again, private games are one thing, but if you're involved with a league and again, they made it very clear today, at least as far as I understand, that this has nothing to do with college. This has nothing to do with any NCAA games or anything like that. However, that's got to be coming.
That's coming.
That's next.
Because it's happened in the past. In the 1950s, the New York the teams or college teams were in trouble for Kentucky got in trouble, didn't they?
Yeah. I couldn't name you all the problems that have happened over the years. Hell, the guy from Nevada was in Nevada. UNLV was involved in scandals for years. And who was that famous coach, Massimino?
We're not going to say his name because he may not have been involved.
I don't know.
His name was Jerry Tarkanian.
That's right. But again, it was a scandal. Whether the end result, I don't remember. But again, it was a major thing for point shaving and stuff like that. But prop bets are the ones where they can really. That's where you can. That's where you can make a lot of money. I know, but those are the ones where you can make a lot of money. If the guy suddenly hurts his toe and I got to leave the game early, I won't be able to stay there for 12 minutes.
Faking injuries is part of this, and I can't get it. If you're a professional athlete, And you know about the Pete Rose situation. The main rule is never bet on your own games, your own sport. You can bet on anything else.
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
Anything else. Yet you are so crazed, so mentally ill with some kind of gambling problem, or you're just stupid. You bet on your own games, your own league, your own sport? How stupid is that when you can bet on anything in the world? Horse racing.
Not only that, but do I understand that at least one of these guys who got caught was making over $20 million a year? What the hell's he doing involved with anything involving gambling? I mean, the mob must have him by the hook and saying, either you do this for us or we're going to kill you and your family. So
that's a scary thing.
What was it that got him in? Well, see, that's what, what bothers me is the resulting connections to this. What was it that made those guys either one? If they're gamblers and it's a disease. If they're affected by the disease, and some people are affected by a disease of gambling and they just can't stop. Mm-hmm. And if that's it, well, that's one thing. But if they somehow got hooked up with somebody who said, "Oh, by the way, we own you now because if you don't do what we want, we're going to do whatever," and threaten him and his family and everything else. I mean, that's a whole nother level. But again, so I don't understand what the hook is that got these guys who were millionaires and Hall of Famer guy like Chauncey Phillips. Holy crap! Why would he even want to have anything to do with anybody who was spoiled what had to be a glorious achievement in his life?
And why can they prove that he did as a coach or a player?
They've got it all. I mean, they must have it all. They have in fact, there's one part of it. They had
it's been going on for years too. I mean, seriously.
A confidential source recorded more than 3,000 phone calls and meetings with the targets of the investigation, including introducing undercover agents to the targets who were part of the rigged poker games. So they got they're there. The inside evidence.
Poker games don't concern me. It's the rigging of the NBA games for having some guy sit out or saying he's injured or
that's true.
That concerns me.
Yeah, I totally agree. Although the business with the poker game, I didn't know that would be worth the money. Although they got some big fish. They got one guy lost almost $2 million in one game.
The Sopranos. Look at that. He
Frank
got a whole
Sinatra
chain of,
Jr.
Sporting goods stores.
Frank Sinatra Jr. was in on the games. He was the fish. He was the face card. Well, you want to play poker with Frankie Jr.? Yes, I do. Here's my $100,000. Down in chips.